Hello Cultural Creatives, it's Jane Johnson. We're back after lockdown and looking to do some more tutorials for you. I'm going to start off with just doing a really nice simple one that you can do at home, and then we could do lots of lovely things with them when we get going. So this is making a gelatin plate. You can make a gelatin plate out of your normal gelatin, but then we could also use something called agar powder, which is like vegan friendly as well. Today I'm going to use the gelatin. I've got glycerin. Okay, that helps to make it last a little bit longer. It won't last as long as the commercially made jelly plates, but it does certainly last quite a while, and I've been using mine for a good couple of months now. So I've weighed out my glycerin and I've got 170 millilitres of glycerin. I've warmed that up for about 30 seconds in the microwave just to have it nice and warm. I've got 100 millilitres of boiling water. That's all ready to go. I'm going to need 28 grams of gelatin. So I'm going to pop the gelatin straight into the water. I'm going to pop it onto the scales here. And I've zeroed the scales. Okay. Let's get that going. And we want 28 grams. Put it in. So you want boiling water, 100 millilitres of boiling water. And we'll go for 28 grams of gelatin. So give that a good stir in. It does go quite thick and lumpy at first. It's starting to dissolve there nicely. Okay, and I'm going to pop that in to the 170 millilitres of glycerin. That's looking good. Just give it a chance to dissolve. Now I'm going to be forming my jelly plate, my gelatin plate, into little plastic containers. I'm using these because I want to use them for workshops, but also it's quite a nice handy little size for making a stamp. So these are about 10 centimetres by 10 centimetres, and also it gives me a place to then store the plate once I've made it for reuse. So it's nice and flat on the bottom, so what you could use all sorts of things. You could use like old picture frames, you could use different plastic items that you could get, like Tupperware boxes and things like that. But you do need to make sure that the bottom is completely flat, because it's the bottom bit that is going to be the printing plate. The bubbles are all going to rise up to the top here, so there might be bubbly on the back, and the front is going to be your printing plate. So you do need whatever it is that you're pouring into to be nice and flat. So this here is going to make about 3 of these moulds, and I'm going to pour them so that they're about 1 centimetre thick. Now the nice thing about making your own plates is even if it goes wrong, if you don't get the recipe quite right, or it tears or rips through you, what you can do is you can actually put it back in the microwave and remelt it and then remold it again. So you could always remake them. And that is all that is to it. Probably I'll leave them overnight to set because they will be a little bit sticky after 3 to 4 hours. So give them overnight to set. You could keep it in the fridge as well, which would help it keep longer. I don't tend to do that with mine, I just keep them somewhere nice and dry. And I also keep them covered with some plastic or cling film or something like that to stop them from drying out and keep them nice and moist. And that's all that there is to it. So I'll see you soon in another tutorial where we'll look at how we can actually use these plates to make lovely patterns. Thanks.